Welcome to Hope Alive on IBTC Family TV. News where we dey hear plenty. Una know say previously the pre-hearing where they go on for court, they adjourn am go today, wey be 17th of May. Say na today they go continue that pre-hearing of Labour Party and Peter Obi for the tribunal. Now today for court, the matter where they happen for court today, plenty, starting from the disagreement between the INEC Council and the Labour Party Council, with a lot of disruptions will go on for court today. They even talk say for today for court, say Labour Party Council come they tell the court say INEC never even grant them the permission to check some sensitive content for this election for Rivers State and for Sokoto. Now INEC Council come they talk say Labour Party supposed pay them 1.5 million naira before they go allow them see those sensitive contents, those things, those certified true copies where they for that election. Now they talk say Labour Party go pay 1.5 million naira. Now Labour Party don't talk say they go pay anything as long as say INEC go guarantee say they go show them those evidence where they want. Now they can't talk say these parties were not able to reach an agreement. Court can still adjourn this case again, can reach 19th of May, will be Friday. Now all this matter where they happen, we can't the reason say because this thing they like very strategic thing, very systematic approach where INEC won't take frustrate the effort of the courts and the effort of the petitioners. Because why you go there even the okay, INEC Labour Party don't talk say we are ready to provide this money. You said 1.5 million, we go provide them. If you agree, say you go show us this particular document where we want to see. INEC still they do like this, they do rule as they take they do from the beginning. They never reach for any agreement. They can't adjourn this case again. Even for that court again, the two factions of Labour Party still cause another katakata for inside court. They talk say the national woman leader, she can't write her name or she can't sign her name. Now she won't represent Labour Party. Now Lamidi Apapa will be their chairman, I be waiting be name, come waka from where he come talk say na he go represent Labour Party. They cause disruption for courts. Now courts can't send them commot. They send them commot for that court, can't disgrace them now outside where in day. So now all these things now make me the reason say you will be our viewers. You go use your hand, judge them. Say if this thing no be, it don't be very obvious. Say INEC and APC they work hand in hand because why una no one? They talk say Labour Party walk away from them. They worked out on them during the meeting where they get yesterday. Labour Party do this, Labour Party do that, but you no one give them access. Even after court don't order you, make you allow them see those evidence where they want. Anyway, now this matter and many more things we go touch lights for inside today episode. My name na Peace Obiekwe. As always, Mr. Kanu dey here with me. Mr. Kanu, good afternoon.
Peace, good afternoon. Our people, on a good morning, afternoon, and good evening, depending on where on a day. Today, an action-packed day. And the person who they follow me to analyze what thing they happen for studio now, Dr. Telbert, public affairs analyst for all the way from the UK. Dr. Telbert, welcome to the IBTC Family TV show.
My people agree to. I should say we're ready for these fireworks today. Go get your cold Kanu, Fura de Nunu.
Yes.
Or whatever.
Now, the whole fireworks.
Me, I have my coffee here. Okay,
yes,
let's go.
Start now. Make una put una gear on because today, as peace don't give una just small highlights of what happened for 1, 2, 3. One, be say number one. That Papa Lamidi, we talk saying I'm be the chairman of Labour Party, one faction where they like that. Man, we say we never hear from since when they do campaign and when they fight for this obedient movement, we never hear anything about Papa Lamidi, Papa. Well, today for Nkotin go disgrace himself. If on the watch and if you see the videos where they show how even in come out in cap for inside court and court tell and say make it come out from court. So Indian law say obedience where they very place, but then for just make them soft. Maybe say them go beat them, but then we just make them soft small. Now, make we get that, make we leave that Apapa Lamidi wey be saying na APC man, make we just enter inside the matter wey be say they happen for court today. One, the person wey be say wey kill the whole morale of every youth and the electorate wey dey Nigeria wey be INEC. I no know say dem go pay them millions make them for bring evidence wey dey for their own domot comot. Na today I no know say even dey legal because as the thing dey open for court say they need to pay millions of naira to INEC before dem go provide the evidence wey Peter Obi and Labour Party need for court. I no know na today I dey hear that one. Now, if una recall, Peter Obi petition, he talk say many times dem don request for this very evidence from INEC. Say INEC no give them access. They even request from court. They inform court say INEC no wan provide the evidence wey dem need. Up till today as we dey talk am na the same evidence now we still dey talk. They never provide them. BBC has brought their own analysis of what we did previously in Rivers State as concerning the IREV results versus the INEC declared results in Rivers State. And as you can see from the news coming out from the British Broadcasting Service, that we are actually right. Of course, just give me your take, starting from what happened with court today. Let's get straight to the point.
Okay. The way I want to look at what happened in the court today is to start with this document. What I'm holding here is a copy of the petition that Labour Party submitted to the presidential petition. And in sub-at number AAA here, it specified that they made application to EFCC. I'm sorry, I say EFCC. They made application to INEC based on the court order granted by the appeal court authorizing INEC to provide every sensitive material that pertains to the election which the Labour Party or any other petitioner asked for. In fact, as a citizen of Nigeria, I am entitled to it, really. And they made those applications on the 6th March, on the 14th March, on the 16th March, and on the 20th of March, 4 times. And INEC did not provide those evidence. Now remember, that is only a certified true copy of those evidence that can be admitted in courts as certified true copies of those materials that can only be admitted in the court as evidence. Okay, now 4 times, they had 21 days, which elapsed on the 21st of March. After 21st of March, Labour Party wouldn't have been able to submit their petition. And as at 20th, a day before the final date, they were still writing and begging INEC to provide that document. INEC did not do that. Today is what date? Today is the today's date is 17th day of May, which is almost 2 months. Almost 2 months after the submission of this petition. There is a court meeting today, court convened today. Last week, the court adjourned because the parties were supposed to agree on the procedures, the document that should be admitted and not be admitted. And because as at that last week, Labour Party does not have the document they need, they requested for adjournment so that INEC will take another 1 week to provide them with that information. The 1 week elapsed today. They have still gone back to court, and INEC still does not have that particular document provided for them certified. Now, interesting thing is that it was not even the INEC lawyer that said that Labour Party is not cooperating. It is APC lawyer that is now speaking, as it were, as if he's the spokesperson of INEC. And that tells you that APC and INEC is working together. That's point number one. Point number two is that they said that that Labour Party is not willing to pay 1.5 million naira. Is it really possible that 1.5 million naira is what Labour Party has been dragging since 6th of March? You will know that this is not true. And the Labour Party counsel lawyer said, we are willing to pay. Are you willing to give us this document? The summary of the whole thing is this. INEC, being a government agency that can only certify a document that will be admitted in court, and those are the documents of the election they claim to have conducted, and they claim was free and fair. They are withholding that particular document so that those who made petition like Labour Party will not have the evidence to present to court that INEC manipulated the election. So INEC conducted an election that was not free and fair. INEC declared a party the winner of the election. INEC is withholding evidence that is in their possession, given to them to hold by the government, and mandated by the courts for them to release. They are holding it back. What it tells us is that INEC is indeed trying to frustrate the courts, frustrate Labour Party, and ultimately frustrate you, Nigerians, frustrate the Labour Party members and all the well-meaning Nigerians that trooped out en masse in February 25 to vote. Frustrate all the Nigerians that stood in the rain to get their permanent voters card, and frustrate the collective hope of the future of Nigeria and democracy in Nigeria. INEC is the only body that is trying to destroy democracy in Nigeria.
Not just destroying democracy in Nigeria, they are destroying the peace and harmony that Nigerians are enjoying. Dr. Etel, let me bring your attention to a BBC report that showed that INEC employed a fake returning officer in Rivers State. Recall we did an analysis in March of Rivers State on what was obtainable from the IREV as at that time, and the results declared by INEC as at that time. And we were able to arrive at the results and a comparison of what we are available on IREV and what INEC declared to showcase a fact that P2B won Rivers State. Now, I want you to look at it from the perspective of the BBC's findings of yesterday that is all over the news. Also, I want you to note that after we had dug into the IREV to produce these results of INEC, that Premium Times reported the same thing of our findings. They found what we found. We also have, I think, daily trusts and different news outlets that also saw that what we did with the result from INEC IREV and the declaration by the INEC themselves that it was very, very genuine. So it means that as at yesterday, I think I was very happy that even British Broadcasting Corporation has proved that what we have brought from Rivers State as a whole and the opening of the issues at Obiakpor local government were very valid. Now, I need you touch right briefly on what we did with IREF and then the issue concerning INEC employing the services of a fake returning officer that announced a result for them in Rivers State.
Okay, this is the way I want to approach this. Atedo Peter side, we know Atedo Peter side. When he appeared on Arise TV, he made mention of the fact that if Labour Party's vote, 10 votes were stolen from Labour Party, 10 votes stolen from Labour Party, in all the 176,000 polling units in Nigeria, it will amount to 1.6 million votes stolen from Labour Party. In Obiakpor local government alone, 70,000 votes was stolen from that place. That covers how many polling units? That covers 7,000 polling units, as it were, 70,000 votes, over 70,000. All right? In Oyibo local government in Rivers State, over 7,000 votes was stolen from Labour Party in that place. And when Labour Party submitted their petition, they said, if all our votes that was stolen from us and credited to APC were to be reversed, Labour Party would be the winner of this election. But in terms of the popular vote and in terms of the 25% coverage in about 24 states of the Federation. So now, if you look at it like that, I start by saying, by 26th of March, we brought this research. We told the world, you can go to our links and search it. Somewhere in April, Premium Time corroborated it. I'm sorry, by 21st of March, Premium Time corroborated it. And now in May, BBC is also carrying it out, confirming the reliability of the fact. One, as a researcher, I'm talking, this proves the reliability of the fact that INEC played hand in hand in order to frustrate the outcome of the election. That's number one fact we need to have here. The number two fact we need to have here is that if people say that, oh, yes, in Rivers State, I have it here, that in Rivers State, that the result that was fraudulent, which gave Labour Party a win, is not enough to shift the 1-point-something million votes that was the gap between APC and Labour Party. I say to them, if you now think of 10 votes alone, multiply across all the polling units in Nigeria, Labour Party will be landing somewhere in about 9 million, and APC will be dropping below 6 million. That is the fact we need to know. And the fact number three we need to know is this. Everybody is saying, but is Rivers State enough? Well, for us who are doing research and publishing it here, we don't have the resources. If we have the resources, we will do this analysis in the 36th state of Nigeria as a leader in the research, and maybe Premium Time and BBC will come and copy us again. All right? But listen to something that is very interesting again that we have not observed. And that thing is that it had just come out from BBC that INEC employed what we could call Oluwole staff to be returning officers. The returning officer that declared the result on behalf of INEC were hired by INEC. Their BVN were checked by INEC. INEC paid them, and INEC said they don't know them. Is it possible that INEC hired an Oluwole doctor to declare result on their behalf at local government level? DSS vetted them. Their BVN number must have been approved before INEC credited their account when they were paying them for services done, and INEC said they don't know them. That tells you INEC's complexity in everything. You see, I don't have any problem with APC, Labour Party, or PDP. I have my problem with INEC. INEC is the orchestrator of this whole mess in Nigeria. Because BBC accosted INEC and asked them about the identity of the man that declared fake results in Rivers State, and they say they don't know, or they may have made some mistake. But you paid them. If you paid them, it means they have a bank account. If that man has a bank account, BVN is on that bank account. The bank knows his address, and INEC is keeping quiet. And INEC is still maintaining that the result they declared in Rivers State is authentic. That goes to ask us a question. How many Oluwole returning officers that declared fake result did INEC hire in Nigeria?
Yes, Dr. Tel. I also want you to look at the fact that our mainstream media has not been able to identify these things. But you look at least BBC.
No. Chidi, listen. Our mainstream media, they know the truth. They are living in denial because, number one, according to David Nde, what he said here, it is these politicians that are sustaining their business. They cannot work against their benefactor. That is simple. BBC also cannot announce something that they're not sure, because they know they can be sued, even in this country, and they will pay through their nose. That is to tell us that for a media house like BBC to carry it, you can take it to the bank. This, our election, was a fraud that was orchestrated, perpetuated by INEC. Our own media houses, they know the truth.
Okay.
I listened to Somna Sambo, excuse me. I listened to Somna Sambo talking about this reverse thing. If you listen to Somna Sambo, you see that he knows the truth, but he's playing around. He doesn't want to come direct and say, yes, this is true, because he too doesn't want to lose his job.
Okay.
Go ahead.
What I wanted to bring to your attention is, based on our analysis, I want you to look at the analysis of BBC of their findings. You will notice that is almost what we projected, what we brought out is what BBC is bringing out. I want our people to display it on the screen for you to see. Starting with Obiabo. This Obiabo, if you notice that what we found in Obiabo is about 77,000 for LP P2B. And you look at what BBC that is displaying here on their own poll, you will see that that what we have brought out from the IREV, it also shows that the credibility of what we bring out, our analysis is correct, and some credit should be given to us. And like he said, people need to understand that we could do more. We have done Rivers, we have done Edo State, we have also Nue, and we are also in the process of Lagos State, which has a very large number of local governments. We need support from people for us to continue to be bringing out these facts for Nigerians to know exactly what transpired and what is available on the IREV. From Oyimbo, look at Oyimbo on your listing now. You see what is also available and final results and their final results. But please go ahead.
That's number one, is that's why INEC does not want to give Labour Party the certified true copy of the sensitive materials, because they know that if they release this certified true copy of these sensitive materials and it is presented before the court, case is finished. That's number one. Number two is that as we can see that our independent media, our media houses in Nigeria are not ready because their benefactors are these politicians. To be honest, if you're a Nigerian or someone who likes Nigerian democrats and you're listening to us today, this is a time for you to support our project. We just want to have funds in our hand to hire analysts who are going to help us walk around Nigeria. And we can have the result of the 36 states in our hand even before the court finish sitting. If Premium Time likes, they can copy what we are doing and they will arrive where we are. If BBC likes, they can copy what you are doing and they will arrive where we are. How can it be possible that what we are saying is what Premium Time is saying, is what BBC is saying? The only people that is saying the contrary thing is INEC and APC. Can you imagine that? And then the court is asking INEC, bring the document you rely on result, and they refuse. What does that tell you? They know what they did. They are see to spend fraudulent outcome. So, but if you help us, if you really help us in any way you can, we will be happy to get this job and to make it to the public available even before the court sees the final numbers, capacity to make it happen.
Yes,
thank you. Can you hear me?
Dr. Tell, I think I thank you, and I also want you to appeal to your diaspora Nigerians, people who are over there, to look at our description and see how they could support us. We have Cash App, we have Zelle for people in the US, and we have the Nigerian bank information. But what I just want them to know is that whatever they're supporting us with, it helps us to get data to get these things running. It gets us to get independent people who will be in our offices to sort this data from the IREV, and also to make sure that we bring these things that will help P2B succeed. As you know, Dr. Etel, that as INEC is refusing to bring the evidence that is required for this matter to go on, I want you to know that the public has interests. The people who voted and their votes never counted has interests. Why is that so? Because they are the one that were disenfranchised on that day. They said they voted, but their vote were rigged. How did that happen? When they finish their voting, INEC will conspire with whoever they want to announce the winner, take the ballot boxes from either the polling unit or on transit to their area offices and change the results. So, more houses right now, in terms of the polling booth results, are actually
going out of this program now. Let me put it this way. When a policeman takes his gun and hand over to a man, and the man uses it to go and rob, the policeman enters inside the van after hiding the gun to go to do investigation. Do you think that the policeman will open the armory for the fingerprints to be taken when we find the bullet that they used to rob, and they've realized that the bullet is traceable back to the gun that is assigned to a policeman? Do you think that that policeman will be comfortable to bring out the firm for the forensic to confirm that it was actually the gun that is in his possession that was used to commit a crime? The answer is no. INEC is doing what this policeman, this hypothetical policeman is doing, because the evidence is with them. and they perpetuated it. As I leave this program now, it is left for Nigerians to now ask themselves, this is our country, our votes, our democracy that INEC is destroying. What should we do? I leave it for Nigerians. And I leave it for those, like we told. I leave it for everybody. Thank you, guys. Okay, I'm going to run now. I have another
before you leave, I just give us a minute. This fake returning officer that BBC identified,
yes.
It's yesterday I'm hearing about that the first time. You said that our media house is here. No, they are complicit or something, I don't know. But it means that outside of Rivers State that BBC was able to conduct and bring out this, that there is a reasonable probability that most of the returning officers that INEC employed on the 25th of February 2023 presidential election were fake.
Employed only 1,000. And that 1,000 did the kind of havoc that this evidence we have in Rivers State had done. Imagine the impact in Nigeria. But my concern is not even that they hired. My concern is INEC pretending as if they didn't know. But INEC knew what they did because INEC know where that guy is today. INEC paid him and his bank account has BVN. INEC and DSS vetted him, and INEC is saying they do not know. Nigerians, what do you think? What will you take INEC for? If you employed a staff called INEC, and that particular staff you employed is doing what INEC is doing.
Okay, thank you very much, Dr. Tel. We really appreciated your contribution, and I want you to know that hopefully by tomorrow, we'll look at the people. There are so many people who are calling us on the line who wants to go to INEC offices nationwide to press that this very evidence, which is their product, should be brought and offered to PTB and Labour Party. They have been calling and they want to join forces. They are concerned because they are the ones that voted and their votes did not count. So tomorrow I'll bring out their talk and then we'll join forces.
Thank you.
So thank you very much. So peace.
To actually ask a question. Anyways, thanks to Dr. Telbert that was here earlier. To ask a question, you do know that INEC requested for 1.5 million naira before they can give access to Labour Party for them to access those CTCs. Now, my question is it something that is just lawfully to ask for money before you let citizens or even the parties involved investigate those evidences? Do you have to ask for money? Like, is it something that's permitted? You can just ask for money.
Okay, I think you're talking about what happened in court
today. Yes.
I think the money they are requesting for it to have come in an open court for a discussion means that it might be an administrative charge for them to actually prepare those evidence to be given to Labour Party. But the point is, Labour Party has already asked that they provide them that money is not the issue. And the fact that throughout the duration, even before the tribunal convened, Labour Party had said that INEC had not complied with giving them this information. So INEC is still withholding, and that is what Dr. Tel is bringing out. The analysis and this thing he gave about a policeman who would have shot with his gun or sent out this thing, and then you're asking him to produce that gun. So in other words, he's trying to say INEC rigged this election, and you are asking them to bring evidence that will indict them. That is not possible. You understand me? Now we are saying that even people who are calling wants to participate in that. I think we have so many callers on the line. If we have a chance, can we take their calls so that people will understand what we are talking about. A lot of people are interested in making sure that INEC provides that access and the documentation as required by the Labour Party and P2B. But outside of this, I know it's a major issue because the Supreme Court body language now is if you cannot give them and prove that there is rigging, then you have lost. You understand? So let's take a call.
Let's take the call
quickly. Hello, who is on the line and where are you calling from?
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon.
Hello, good afternoon.
Afternoon. Who are you and where are you calling from?
My name is Dr. Kinsley. I'm calling from River State.
Okay. Yes, please. Let's hear you very quickly. Oh?
Okay. First of all, I must commend you guys on what you are doing. You people are doing very well.
Thank you.
Okay. What I wanted to say is, or rather, what I wanted to ask is that, my polling unit in River State is in Obiakpo local government. So after the election, results were posted in IREF.
Yes.
So after the election, we checked our results, but what we are seeing in IREF is not the same as we got directly from the polling unit.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So, I've been watching you guys' shows for some time now, and you guys made some certain revolution in what you guys are saying. So what I want to ask is, some of my people have been asking, this is not the actual result we got from polling units. What are we going to do? Because it's obvious that it was manipulated. First of all, what was posted initially was senatorial. Later they changed it to the presidential, which is the wrong result. Please, what are we going to do? This is what I want to know. Because as you guys have been saying this thing now, I'm keen on knowing what happened to my votes. What are we going to do?
Okay, we don't have much time. Let me take your answer. First, we recognize that something happened in River State, precisely that Obiakpo, which we have shown. But now, the action that you can take as somebody who has casted the vote, but your vote did not count, can you hear me? Is the fact that...
Yes, I can hear you.
That you can check how many of your people at that polling unit, that the residents of that area, check if you can get maybe 50 or 100 persons who voted. That is, then you guys can have something like an action and march to the INEC office peacefully and demand that INEC should either provide P2B with your polling unit, not just the result that you casted, but rather that booth, that very box where you casted your votes, because that is where we are saying that there are fake results. They have changed your results that are on that box. It is not what you casted that is right now in that box. And that very box is in INEC office somewhere. They should provide it to P2B, because for now they might not provide it to you, but all of you can put yourself together. We'll follow up with you and ask a lawyer to assist you people to that regard. And we can talk to you also after the show. Okay?
All right. It's like that's what I would do, because a lot of people from that polling unit have been, saying that this is not the correct thing. Because I know one or two persons that have called, they were saying the same thing. How can they post the senatorial? And later they changed it to the presidential, which is not the correct result, which we all snapped to that day.
Okay, we'll talk to you after the show. You can send us the result that you have and all that. Let's compare with what we have. That will be for tomorrow. Right. Yeah, thank you very much for calling. So, Peace, you see, many people I know that are calling us that we're not taking their calls could make comments on our comment section, you understand? And we can see your comments, we can bring that up. You can also show there's a lot of people who are commenting also on the WhatsApp platform that they also have different issues that are coming up on their different areas where they casted their votes. Especially the people that is not being shown on IREV. You understand? There's actually somebody who just sent in an EC8A form.
And it wasn't on IREV.
Yes, it is not on IREV.
I actually like what you said to the caller that just called us, because if we just keep saying this happened, that happened, we keep commenting and everything, and we don't make effort, we don't take any actions towards this thing, then there will be no results. So there are actually supposed to be people that will come out to say, okay, we want to support this particular thing, we want to push this particular notion. Let's not just talk about it. Yes, everybody knows the election was, but at the same time, nothing will happen if we keep mute, if we don't do anything. So everybody, every hand is supposed to be on deck right now. In any way you want to support, financially, or you want to show your presence, anyhow, just come out and do something. That's how this whole thing will be better. I think we have another caller on the line.
There are so many callers. Do we have time to take it?
Let's just take one more.
Okay. Please, who is on the line and where are you calling us from?
Hello, good afternoon. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. Please go ahead. Who are you and where are you calling from?
Angel calling from Lagos.
Okay, go ahead, please.
I must recommend you guys. You're doing a great job.
Thank you.
Kudos to you guys. God bless your efforts.
Thank you.
I'm having the same issue with the first caller. We casted our votes in Lagos. The IREF result is different from the one we casted in the polling unit. So just like the first caller said, what are we going to do?
Okay, we'll take. We need you to send us.
What we are seeing with INEC and the court, we are not even happy at all, because they are doing this. They are mago. They want to just put sand for our eye. Because clearly, even a blind person can see that we won this election. That Obi won it, Labour Party won it. But INEC and APC are corroborating evil. They are cooking evil.
Okay.
To take that result away from us.
Okay.
What should we do? What support are we going to give to Obi? What support should we, the masses that casted our votes, give to him?
Okay. Were you able to find the number of people that were from your polling units? Are they up to 20, 50, 100 that could actually...
I can get some, because it's in my street. I can get maybe at least 10, 20. Maybe those people too can get 10, 20. At least with that, we can be able to get up to 50 people or more.
Yes, what I do know is that the electorate might not have the power from the Electoral Act to initiate a matter either at the election tribunal. Moreover, the time has passed. But you guys could actually take action against INEC by putting yourself together in a class action, not a lawsuit, but a class action, and march peacefully to INEC office and demand that your polling unit ballot box be provided as evidence to P2B. I think if we do that in several polling units, I think the action will start coming out that INEC need to provide P2B with this very things that they require, the evidence. But we'll talk to you after the show, now that we have your number and we can interact more and have the evidence that you and your team has. So thank you very much for calling us.
Yeah, I love your suggestion. I think I will gather some of them. Let's discuss and on it and see the way forward.
Okay, that is a good one. That's a good one. So we'll talk to you then. We have some people on Zoom whom are prayer warriors for P2B, and they are actually here to talk about people that P2B's prayer groups, that people that praise. I also have Dr. Chioma on Zoom all the way from US, who I think wants to contribute to what we are doing today. Dr. Chioma, if you can hear me, can you please unmute if you are available? Yes, I can hear you clearly. Welcome.
Yes.
We have a lot of things that we have discussed before now, but I don't know if you are aware that BBC officer that INEC employed that announced the Rivers State results.
To concur with Dr. Talbot. So first of all, in regards to the BBC, in regards to Nigerian media and all that is going on. First of all, this show had actually done an analysis on Rivers State. And most of our findings is what is going around now. So I like what you told the other gentleman that called. If they have other stuff, supporting document, if they can rally around, that, that will be a support of what we have already done on this show. So kudos to you guys. Also, I want to just stress that the Nigerian media regurgitate what everybody says is just going, they are not investigating, and which we are doing here. And the news goes around and people carry it, even without citing you guys, and they are carrying on. So one of, I overheard, like a former Nigerian consul general in Atlanta, Ambassador Joe Kashi, he repeated the same thing. He said in other countries, when things like this happen, the media does investigation and then they will bring out, but here it's just they are circulating information, doing a lot of interview. So what I'm saying in the fact is, we are here, we've already started something, and I'm asking for support. Today, most of the, I'm in some groups, and they are now sending BBC. I have to keep writing to different groups. I said, you're calling BBC, but this is what we've been doing. So I pulled that River State, I pulled, I think, Benue, I pulled, there's one more that we did, and I sent to them. I sent it to them and I said to them, this is our findings that is circulating now. Now, because it's coming from BBC, now it carries weight. Nonetheless, I said, go through here, support us, because we are still pulling data. So I'm going to break a little bit, but I want to say to people calling, and I know people that want to call is on the same thing. So Chidi, I know you are working on something where people can show their support. If they have information, they can send it so we can be showing it. Anything that will support. So I know it's coming, so I will not even I won't jump the gun. I will let you do that, but I'm asking also, it takes finances. Okay, there are few people that are carrying this media, so send it out. That's another way you can help. The person that is asking how you can help P2B, circulate this. We are working on data. We have 2 people that are in research, myself and Etebel. I know I'm not as constant as or involved as he is, but this is another way. send this media out, other people will see it. Even if you cannot financially contribute, you can circulate it to somebody that can. Even if you don't have information, if you know somebody that has told you something about what has gone on in their unit during the elections, somebody you know that can support in any way to bring this in the limelight. And as you're calling, I'm thankful that you guys are following and calling in. That helps as well. So all hands on deck. Before I came in, I was following the court case, and I had the other faction, which I don't want to name, have come to disrupt the court. It will not succeed. America is sitting up. BBC is sitting. The world is sitting up. But the onus is on us as Nigerians to do more than them. They can give us support. Let's do more than them. Let's arm them also with something they can use to help us. So I'm gonna be quiet now. And if there's anything else I can, just touch on that. But
Okay.
I'll take it back to Chidi. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chioma. Aside from the Apapa Lamidi that happened in court today, it's not a secret. It's open in court. He was sent out of the court, disgraced, if you ask me. But in that same court today, we noticed that INEC is stalling. And some people think it is the Council of P2B and Labour Party that is holding up the process from going on, but they fail to understand that they have not gotten what they requested from INEC. And today, INEC is saying that it is P2B's legal team that has not paid 1.5 million naira that is required for them to give them certain documentations and what is required for their trial. So really, INEC is just holding on, like Ethelbert explained. They have this evidence that is in their houses of, that is especially these ballot boxes that are fake, invalid ballots that are inside those places, and they are failing to produce it because they know that when they produce this, they will be exposed. So that is why they are stalling and are not bringing out this. So, and people are now coming out to say, what should we do? And we are advising them, you know what, you could actually make up as you are the voters. You have a right to approach INEC in their offices in your state and demand that such information should be provided to P2B and the Labour Party.
And hear me, in as much as producing it, their INEC is also on trial. So what have they produced? Let them bring their own support, showing that what they did is right. Because it's vice versa. The onus is on us to prove that our mandate was stolen. Okay, INEC, the onus is on them to prove that our mandate was not stolen. So if they are trying to stall, what have they provided? They should. So let's keep thinking and let's put the pressure on. As I said before, any support, like what you have said, tell people to, like what people did. I don't know if you addressed it, the Abuja residents. They can use that actually, to organize themselves too. I don't know if you want to speak on that. I know you said you will come back probably tomorrow to clarify some things or call people privately to tell them what they will do. But that's an idea, and any other ideas people have, please is welcomed. Documentation, send it through as well. But the owners too, and let's question INEC and say, where is your own support? Because I think it's the same data that everybody is waiting for. So they need to defend themselves. So why have they not come to defend themselves? Why have they not produced evidence to defend themselves? So that's where I am.
Okay, thank you, Dr. Chioma Menake. Thank you very much. Tomorrow we'll bring out the other thing. Time is running out now. We have some people who are obedience and prayer warriors who are organizing prayers for P2B. And they have a prayer meeting for Saturday of this week. I don't know if they are still on Zoom. Can you people check if they are still on Zoom? Oh, good. Please, I understand that you guys have prayers that is going on for P2B and the Labour Party for Saturday. Can we quickly deal with that? Can you tell our viewers when that is happening and how to join you for these prayers? And as the matter is in court today, everybody is prayerful, spirituality, and going spiritual. So please, very quickly, can you put us up to date on how people can join you for these prayers for P2B and the Labour Party? Your name and where you're calling from, please.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Kanu, the director of Obidati TV. Actually, my name is Chief Honorable Charles Obiorano, the lead coordinator, Anambra Obidati. Are you with me?
Yes, I am.
You hear me? Okay, the lead coordinator, all Labour Party support group. We have been in this prayer for about 3 months now, doing it in a day and night. And today, this coming Saturday, we are rounding it up. We are crowning it up. And by the grace of God, His Excellency is going to be with us because we have intimated him about the program. And it's coming up live through Obidati. By the grace of God, if we are able to do it, we expected that all the viewers will join us on Zoom through this media to watch and join us spiritually, to call on the Almighty God while we are doing the physical one, the spirit. And the theme of the program is that the spirit controls the physical. So I urge everybody, if there is any way you can support, if being a live something to stream it Nigeria through Nigerians to all the part of the world is not easy. And this is a selfless service. So in any way anyone can be of assistance to the group. Has been a prayer team since this case started in the court. And you people can see that God is still really helping us. By today, what we saw in court today, the judge asking them to do it, and in 2 days we'll come back to court. And we believe that God will do something. Thank you.
Yes. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. I think if you have the program, we will present the panel and every other thing that goes so that people will have details of what is the name of the program, the prayers, and how to actually participate on the program and where it is happening live and all that. So if you can put all of those things together for tomorrow, we will present it to the viewers so that people who want to participate online and people who want to be live on where it is happening on Saturday will actually be there with you. So tomorrow, I hope we'll have all of this so that we could project it because we don't have it now. Thank you very much.
Yes.
Okay. Peace. You don't hear how the thing take go now. Our time don't go really. Then they look me, they do this thing. May just help us thank our people, make we begin the waka come off for studio.
And people, when I don't hear, when I don't see as everything take go. And for people who still there for comment section, where they find how they will do their own support, show their own support to this movement. You get plenty ways. You feel show your support by subscribing. If you never subscribe, you feel show your support by helping financially if you get any way where you feel do them. Because all these things now money they take do them. Especially getting information from the IRF portal, analyzing them, doing some different research and stuff like that. All these things require money. So in any way you can help us, we have our Zelle, we have Cash App, we have even the Nigerian account, everything there for that description button. So if you just click for under this video right there, you go take you straight to anywhere where you want. So we still they ask as Mr. Kanu and even Dr. Telba don't rightfully talk say these things now we first start them before even the mainstream media and even international media self start to they carry them. So if we no do them, if we no bring them out, how other people go take no say na this thing they happen. And still help us share these videos to your friends, to your loved ones, make them follow you safe. They see wetin they happen. And if you want to follow us for all our social media handles, we dey for Facebook, we dey for Twitter, we dey everywhere at Obidati Family TV. Do well to give us a follow. And again, we go come back tomorrow to continue from where we stop. Una bye bye.